Good morning, children. How are you? Okay. Now we'll study the chapter The Earth Our Home from SST. Be ready. The earth is home to all living things. Earth. You know earth? Where we live. The earth. Where we live. It is a home of all living things. Many different kinds of plants and animals live here. As you know, many different kinds of plants and animals live in our earth. So far we do not know of any other place in the universe where there is life. As we live in our earth. But we don't know in the whole universe where is the life or not. We live on the earth. All living things need air and water to live. Obviously, all living things. Living things means trees, plants, animals, birds, and people. These are non-living things. And non-living thing means board, duster, chalk, door, benches. These are non-living things. They can't move, they can't eat, they can't breathe air. But living things need air and water to live. A layer of air called the atmosphere. A layer of air that goes and passes and the sound comes. The layer of air called the atmosphere surrounds the earth. It surrounded the earth. Thus, land, water and air are essential for life. Yes, water and air is very essential for life to live. The earth is therefore our home. That is why the earth is our home. Because in earth there is a water, there is a air, there is a land. So the living things can live easily on the earth. The earth is our home. The surface of the earth is made up of land and water. Surface means at the bottom. Made up of land and water. About 3/4 of earth's surface is covered with water and 1/4 with land. Like this. 3/4 means this one. This is covered with water. And this is land. Water. And only 1/4 is a land. Understand? The surface of the earth is made up of land and water. About 3/4 on the earth's surface is covered with water. And 1/4 is land. Only 1/4 is land. Now, how does the earth seems? Do you know how does the earth seems? Okay. When we stand in an open field or at the seashore and look ahead, it seems that the sky and the land water are meeting at a far off distance. As in the picture, look here in your books. Here. When we see here, we think that look ahead, it seems like the sky and the land water are meeting at a far off distance. Like this way. See here. It seems like the sky and the land water are meeting at a far off distance. But it is impossible. The place where the sky and the land water seems to meet is called the horizon. The place where air and water meet, it calls the horizon. You have to remember these words. It is called the horizon. Horizon. if we move towards the horizon, it will move further away. If we think that we will move and it will be come nearer to us, but it is not possible. It will move further away. In fact, the sky and the land water never meet. This means the sky and land water never meet. So the land water body is much bigger than the part of land water body we can see. As we can see from here that land and water is meeting here, but it is very far and it is very big. The place where the land and water sea meet is called the coast. Where the land and sea meet is called the coast. Coast is called the coast. No wonder people long ago were afraid to travel far. Some people think that we can't far because the earth is flat, but it is not true. They feared that by traveling in one direction they would reach the end to the earth. They fear. They can't travel. They think that if we travel, we will reach at the end. They think that the earth is like a flat. If we travel from here, like this way, go and this, and they will come at the end point of the earth. And they would fall into space. And they will fall into the space. But is the earth really flat? Do you think the earth is flat? Do you think the earth is flat in this way? No. It is no. In 1915, Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese sailor, started on a journey from Spain. Now, one of the Ferdinand Magellan, here is the picture of this one. This man was the first man to sail around the world. He started journey from Spain. He think that I will see whether the earth is flat or not. So he started journey from Spain. He sailed in the same direction for 3 years. He go from the same direction for 3 years and reached the same place from where he had started. And he reached the same place from where he started. No, he started from Spain and he is going and he reached the same place. From where he had started. This provides that the earth is round like a ball and is not flat. So it is decided that the earth is round. Earth is round, not a flat. So this is the right one. Thanks to science, man has reached even the moon. Thanks to science. During science, the man has studied the science, so they reached the moon. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin of the United States of America were the first man to step on the moon in 1960. These two persons, they move on the moon. These two persons, they move on where the first person step on the moon in 1969. Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin They stay in United States of America, where the first man gone on the moon in 1969. They took many photographs of the earth from the moon. And then they take many photographs from the moon. These photographs also shown that the earth is round in shape. These photographs also prove that the earth is round, not flat. It is round in shape, not flat. Squadron leader Rakesh Sharma, an Indian Air Force pilot, was the first Indian astronaut to go to space. Squadron leader Rakesh Sharma, an Indian Air Force pilot, was the first Indian astronaut to go space. Kalpana Chawla is also the first woman who traveled to space. Kalpana Chawla is also the first woman who travels to the space. Okay, the lesson is finished. Did you understand? The earth, our home. It is a home for living and non-living things. And we also learned that our earth is not flat, it is a round. And 1/3 area is covered with water and 1/4 area is only land. And the man who reached the moon, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin. And the first woman was Kalpana Chawla. Okay, thank you.